DMV Practice Test. Test 3. Question 13. You are on a two-way road and the vehicle ahead of you is turning left into a driveway. You may legally pass the vehicle on the right. Option A. If there is enough road between the curb and the vehicle. Option B. Even if you must drive in a bicycle lane to do so. Option C. Even if you must cross a solid white line painted on the road. The correct answer is, if there is enough road between the curb and the vehicle. Explanation. It's generally best to wait behind the vehicle until it completes its turn. Only pass on the right if there is a designated lane for doing so and if there is sufficient space between the curb and the vehicle. Test 3. Question 14. When driving in fog, snow, or rain, you should use your Option A. Low beam headlights. Option B. High beam headlights. Option C. Running lights. The correct answer is low beam headlights. Explanation. When driving in fog, rain, or snow, you should use low beams. High beams can worsen visibility in these conditions because the light can reflect off the water droplets or snowflakes in the air, creating glare and reducing your ability to see. Using low beams helps to provide adequate lighting while minimizing glare and improving your overall visibility in adverse weather conditions. Additionally, if your vehicle is equipped with fog lights, you can also use them in conjunction with your low beams to improve visibility in foggy conditions. Test 3. Question 15. You are on a two-way street with two lanes in each direction. To turn left, start the turn in. Option A. Any lane open to you for traffic in your direction. Option B. The left lane for traffic in your direction. Option C. The right lane for traffic in your direction. The correct answer is the left lane for traffic in your direction. Explanation. When making a left turn on a two-way street with two lanes in each direction, you should start the turn from the leftmost lane for traffic in your direction. This means if you're turning left, you should begin the turn from the left lane. After completing the turn, you should end up in the lane closest to the center line of the road, which would be the lane adjacent to the one you started in. Test 3. Question 16. When should you use your headlights? Option A. 1 hour before sunset until 1 hour after sunrise. Option B. Anytime you can't see at least 2 miles ahead. Option C. Anytime you have trouble seeing others or being seen. The correct answer is anytime you have trouble seeing others or being seen. Explanation. You should use your headlights anytime you have trouble seeing others or being seen, regardless of whether it's day or night. This includes during nighttime hours when it's dark, during dusk and dawn when visibility is reduced, in inclement weather such as rain, fog, or snow, in low-light conditions such as tunnels, heavy cloud cover, or dense tree cover. Whenever you need to increase your visibility to other drivers, pedestrians, or cyclists. Test 3. Question 17. You are entering a freeway. You should check traffic by Option A. Looking over your shoulder. Option B. Using the inside and outside mirrors only. Option C. Checking all mirrors and turning your head. The correct answer is checking all mirrors and turning your head. Explanation. When entering a freeway, it's important to thoroughly check traffic by checking all mirrors and turning your head to check blind spots. This is a standard procedure to ensure that there are no vehicles approaching from behind or from the sides that you might not see in your mirrors alone. Checking mirrors provides you with a general awareness of the surrounding traffic, while turning your head allows you to check your blind spots, which are areas not visible in your mirrors. By performing both actions, you can have a comprehensive view of the traffic around you and make a safe entry onto the freeway. Test 3. Question 18. Driving slowly in front of traffic in the far left, fast, lane on any freeway. Option A. Can frustrate other drivers and make them angry. Option B. Cannot result in a traffic citation. Option C. Saves lives by causing others to slow down, too. The correct answer is can frustrate other drivers and make them angry. Explanation. Driving slowly in the far left, fast, lane on a freeway can indeed frustrate other drivers and make them angry. The far left lane is typically designated as the passing lane or the fast lane, intended for vehicles to pass slower moving traffic. When a vehicle is traveling below the speed of traffic in this lane, it can impede the flow of traffic and lead to congestion, frustration, and potentially dangerous situations such as tailgating or aggressive driving behaviors from other motorists. Test 3. Question 19. If the road is wet from a heavy rain, you should. Option A. Use the 2-second following distance rule. Option B. Drive one vehicle length behind the vehicle ahead. Option C. Increase the distance between your vehicle and the vehicle ahead. The correct answer is increase the distance between your vehicle and the vehicle ahead. Explanation. When driving on a wet road, especially after heavy rain, it's essential to increase the distance between your vehicle and the vehicle ahead of you. This increased distance allows for more time to react to sudden stops or changes in traffic conditions, reducing the risk of rear-end collisions, hydroplaning, and other accidents. Wet roads can significantly reduce traction and increase stopping distances, so maintaining a safe following distance is crucial for safe driving in such conditions. Experts recommend doubling the normal following distance on wet roads to ensure adequate time to react to unexpected situations. Test 3. Question 20. In California, anyone who drives a motor vehicle has consented to take a chemical test for the alcohol content of his or her blood, breath, or urine. Option A. If asked by law enforcement. Option B. Only if you have been drinking alcohol. Option C. Only if a collision has occurred. The correct answer is if asked by law enforcement. Explanation. In California, anyone who drives a motor vehicle is deemed to have given their implied consent to submit to a chemical test to determine the alcohol content of their blood, breath, or urine if asked by law enforcement. This is known as California's implied consent law. Test 3. Question 21. When driving a vehicle with airbags, you are safest when seated. Option A. At least 10 inches away from the steering wheel. Option B. Within 6.5 inches of the steering wheel. Option C. With your head positioned directly above the steering wheel. The correct answer is at least 10 inches away from the steering wheel. Explanation. When driving a vehicle with airbags, you are safest when seated at least 10 inches away from the steering wheel. This distance provides a safe buffer zone in case the airbag deploys in the event of a collision. Sitting too close to the steering wheel increases the risk of injury from the force of the airbag deployment. It's also important to ensure that your head is positioned directly above the steering wheel for optimal protection in case of a collision. Test 3. Question 22. You must carefully watch for bicycles in traffic lanes because they. Option A. Must ride facing oncoming traffic. Option B. Could be hidden in your blind spots. Option C. Usually have the right of way. The correct answer is could be hidden in your blind spots. Explanation. You must carefully watch for bicycles in traffic lanes because they could be hidden in your blind spots. Bicycles are smaller and less visible than other vehicles, and they may not always be immediately apparent to drivers, especially in busy traffic situations or when changing lanes. Checking blind spots before making any maneuvers such as changing lanes or turning is crucial to ensure the safety of cyclists and prevent accidents. While cyclists have certain rights and responsibilities on the road, such as following traffic laws and signals, it's essential for drivers to remain vigilant and watch out for their presence to avoid collisions. Test 3. Question 23. You should not pass another vehicle. Option A. Where someone is likely to enter or cross the road. Option B. On a multi-lane one-way street. Option C. When a broken, yellow line is on the left side of your lane. The correct answer is where someone is likely to enter or cross the road. Explanation. You should not pass another vehicle in areas where someone is likely to enter or cross the road. These areas include crosswalks, intersections, driveways, pedestrian crossings, and areas near schools or parks where pedestrians may be present. Passing in these areas increases the risk of accidents involving pedestrians or other vehicles. It's crucial to always be mindful of potential hazards and exercise caution while driving, especially in areas where there is a higher likelihood of pedestrians or other road users entering or crossing the road. Test 3. Question 24. This yellow sign means. Option A. Less space between lanes ahead. Option B. The highway will be divided ahead. Option C. The right lane will end ahead. The correct answer is the right lane will end ahead. Explanation. The right lane will end ahead sign indicates that the right lane of the road you are traveling on will soon come to an end. This sign is typically used to warn drivers that they need to merge left into the adjacent lane to continue their journey safely. It's essential for drivers to heed this sign and merge early, rather than waiting until the last moment, to ensure smooth traffic flow and avoid abrupt lane changes or potential collisions with vehicles in the adjacent lane. This sign is particularly common on highways and freeways where lanes may merge due to construction, lane reductions, or other roadway configurations. Welcome to our YouTube channel, where you'll discover a wide array of valuable content to enhance your learning experience. From informative tutorials to engaging discussions, there's something here for everyone. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update.